It's time for Lander Valley basketball on County 10.
McFadden takes it herself, almost loses it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. McFadden tries to drive in, kick out the goggles, launches the three. Can she hit a buzzer? It does!
Broadcasting on County 10's YouTube page and KOE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
It was looking for the pass for Washburn on the cut. Lincoln bounce pass to 6B. He'll launch the three. That three is good.
Coming up, the Porter's Tailgate Show. You'll hear about today's matchup, catch up with LVHS Athletics, and hear a pregame interview with the coaches.
Give it to St. Clair. St. Clair. Lincoln. Three. Good! She has 12 in the ball game. And as inbound will go to Bell. Bell's going to pass it off to McFadden. Bounce pass it off to Whalen. Launches the three. That one will go in, and the Tigers will break the lid off the basket.
It all starts in 30 minutes. Now sending you to the hardwood, bringing you today's action. The voice of the Lander Valley Tigers is Wyatt Barichka.
And a good evening here live from Lyman, Wyoming, as we get set for Lander's conference opener between the Lyman Eagles and your Lander Valley Tigers. Good evening, folks. Wyatt Barichka here on the County 10 Sports Network, as well as KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. You can also stream this game live on our YouTube channel, and you're seeing the boys warm up here, and you're probably wondering, well, did I miss the girls' game? No, you guys did not. The girls are actually going to play the nightcap tonight at 7 o'clock right here. You can tune in on the County 10 Sports Network if you can't get the trip down here, but if you are a Lander fan who did, big shout out to you to make the trip down. This is your Porter's Tailgate Show. It's brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton. It's your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's is a proud supporter of Fremont County Athletics. Well, Lander has been kind of pretty much off for basketball. They did have the Pinedale Classic a couple of weeks ago. Lander would go 1-2. They would defeat the state champion Warland Warriors, and then they would fall to Rollins and Buffalo in their next two matches. Lander was actually down in the Rollins game by, I believe, 30 points, and they managed to bring that game back to within 6. Unfortunately, the Tigers kind of a little too late type moment for them to make the comeback, and then Lander had the lead most of the time against Buffalo, and then Buffalo's Eli Patterson kind of went off in the fourth quarter, and the Tigers just had a tough time recovering after surrendering the lead. Well, the Tigers now are back in action after having essentially the week off. They were supposed to play Mountain View in Jackson last week. Unfortunately, Mountain View has been postponed to January 30th. That game is going to take place in Lander. Jackson right now, I have not heard a word of a reschedule. That one looks like that is not going to be made up, and that's a non-conference game for Lander against Jackson, so they don't have to make that one up. The Mountain View one does have to be made up, as that is one of their quad opponents in this one. Well, let's take a look at how these two teams got into this one. We'll do that after this timeout, as you're tuned in to Lander Valley basketball right here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Broadcasting across the Lander Valley, we are the County 10 Sports Network.
A big thanks to Perfect Power as they power this live stream tonight in Lander. It supports local athletes on and off the field. Give Perfect Power a call today for all of your electrical needs. That number is 307-332 7-1, 8-4. Well, taking a look at the history first, and then we'll tell about the story of these two teams entering this contest. Lander, since 2006, is 20-8 overall against Lyman. However, Lyman has won the last 3 games, and get this, it's a combined 16 points that Lyman has defeated Lander. And again, in the last 3 matchups, 2 of them have taken place in Lyman, 1 of them in Lander. They'll play later on in Lyman later on in the season. Last win for Lander comes in February 4th, 2021. They would defeat Lyman 73-57 against the Eagles. Well, the Eagles were a state championship-bound team a season ago. They would finish 2nd overall in Class 3A. However, they graduated a lot of talent from a season ago. They enter this contest 3-7 overall in the season. They would go 1-2 at the Pinedale Classic. They actually played Pinedale not that long ago and would fall in their season opener against the Wranglers. Lander is 2-7 on the season. They would also, like I said, go 1-2 at the Pinedale Classic, and Lander has had the week off. And I talked with head coach Stu Mullins about that, and just kind of making the most of the situations that are happening, because it's kind of been the story of the last couple of seasons, whether delaying games, postponing games, canceling games. We've seen that already take effect once in the state of Wyoming. It wasn't just Lander that was affected. The entire state of Wyoming was affected in the games that Lander missed, and last weekend with the chilly weather that you can see a fun little experiment Dave Lipson did on our County 10 YouTube channel. If you're also tuned in on the YouTube stream, feel free to chime in on that chat. We'd love to give you guys a shout out. Let us know where you're watching from tonight, and we'll give you a shout out here on the broadcast. Coming up, what's happening with Lander Athletics throughout the weekend, as we'll talk about what's going on with LVHS Athletics, as this is Tiger Basketball right here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Did you see Allison at lunch today? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text Allison.
Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me.
Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro? You're the one that needs help.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Your home of Fremont County Athletics all season long. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
We continue our Porter's Tailgate Show, again brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply. Let's also give a big shout out to Myers Gambles on Main Street in Lander. It's excited to cheer on our student athletes. Gambles has winning deals, and remember, delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store. That does include the town of Riverton. Turn around, shop in town, Myers Gambles. Well, Lander Athletics going to be busy this weekend, as again, weather postponed most events last weekend. Wrestling tonight is going to be hosting Mountain View in a duel. They'll be hosting an invitational tomorrow and Saturday at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. For Nordic Skiing, they'll be in Pinedale for their 2 days of action. It's actually just outside of Pinedale, to be exact. Swimming will also be at home, as they'll host Cheyenne South for a duel tomorrow. They'll host the Bruce Gressley Invitational on Saturday, and indoor track will get their seasons going, as they will head to Gillette for the Campbell County Invite on Saturday. That will be just a one-day event for LVHS indoor track and field. We have about 5 minutes to go here. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout, and when we come back, we have a pregame interview with head coach Stu Mullins. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
Wyoming knows hard.
And Coach, first off, last week you guys were scheduled to have 2 games, but of course Mother Nature had to be included in this winter season. How do you kind of navigate through that when there's games expected, but they get canceled up to the last moment?
Yeah, it's tough, but it seems like the last couple of years we've been used to it a little bit, especially last year, games being moved around. So it wasn't as big of a shock, but, you just got to make the best of the situation. I think our guys were ready to play last week, but we practiced that Friday and then took the weekend off, which wasn't a bad thing either.
Yeah, and you guys were in Pinedale a couple weeks ago, going unfortunately 1-2, and really good competitive games. How good was it to see your athletes compete in those type of games? One of them you had to come back from 30 down and make that even close.
Yeah, it was a mixed bag, that's for sure. There was a lot of good things that we did. We had some really excellent quarters, and then unfortunately, some unfortunate ones as well. So, it's just a matter of being more consistent and taking care of the ball, like we've said over and over again. This team, we're either making shots or turning the ball over. Really, there's no in between. And so the nice thing is we had 5 days of practice last week, three this week to really kind of focus on those things. And hopefully the end product is less turnovers, but you can't really tell until you go test yourself.
Yeah, I was just saying, you guys are on the road now. You guys are basically going as southwest as possible to Lyman, a team who's kind of in some of the same boat. A lot of guys who haven't gotten experience at that varsity level. What do you kind of know about this Lyman team and what the game plan is?
Yeah, it's a team that looks very similar to who they've been in the past. I mean, they've got a nice big, the Bradshaw kid, he's been on varsity the last couple of years. He's back. They have some nice guards. I mean, they've competed well with good teams. I mean, they beat Green River. They competed well with Kelly Walsh, and so they're a team that can walk in the gym and probably beat anybody right now in 3A. I mean, you saw that down in Pinedale as well. So if we play well, we'll give ourselves a chance. And it's a tough place to go play. It always has been, even with our best teams. And so, we kind of know the challenge in front of us, and hopefully, we can go and play well.
Coach, I would ask you what the X factor is, but I kind of have a feeling about that. But what is maybe something else besides, the turnovers, made shots that you want to see in that upcoming game?
Yeah, I think just, I think you nailed it on the head. I mean, I think turnovers are a big thing that we've been kind of focused on. I think attacking the basket and getting to the line more often, I think we're last in the state in free throws attempted, and part of that is we're just not putting enough pressure on the rim. So we've adjusted a little bit what we've done offensively, and hopefully that will lead to more opportunities to penetrate to the basket and get to the line and get some easy ones. But yeah, I think everybody knows if we stop turning the ball over, we could be a pretty scary team. And that's kind of the message to our guys, and hopefully they take it to heart and just smart with it and strong with it, and we'll give ourselves a chance in about any game.
Perfect, Coach. Take your time. We'll talk to you after the game.
Yep, thanks.
Perfect. Head Coach Stu, once again, a big thanks to him for always taking some time before games to chat with me before the game and kind of what their ideas are going into the game, kind of recapping the last go-around. When we come back, it will be the opening tip between the Lander Valley Tigers, looking to seek their first conference win in their first and only conference game played so far this season against the Lyman Eagles. This is Tiger basketball right here on the County 10 Sports Network.
If you're looking for an upgrade to your vehicle, Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Road and more. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4 or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion in the Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Make your home improvement projects a breeze with Sutherland's, your home improvement experts. Always the right products at the right price. For every project, every day. You can shop and pay online at Sutherlands.com, and we'll get it ready for easy in-store pickup. With the tools and the know-how, you can count on Sutherlands for any job. With over 30,000 items in stock, make your first stop at Sutherland's Home Improvement in Casper and Riverton.
County 10 is your Fremont County news leader. We're everywhere. On the web, mobile, social, and on your radio dial, with all the news you need to feel connected. From sports to board meetings and community features, we work hard to bring you all the latest updates you care about. Visit us today at county10.com. County 10, community connected.
This guy was driving way over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a lot over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a little over the speed limit. Look at the damage.
Redden, Kane, and a
It's time for Lander Valley Tiger basketball. Back to the court with Wyatt Barichka.
The Tigers looking to get their first conference win of the season as they will take on the Lyman Eagles. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. The Lander boys are getting announced right now. We'll start with the Tigers. It's led by the senior number 2, Parker Sixby. He'll be followed by number 10, Bodie Moffitt. He's going to get his first start of the season for the Tigers. He's followed by Bennett Washburn. Then number 22, Brooklyn John, and number 23, Noah St. Clair. The Tigers are going to be in their all-black unis. They're with the white numbers, white lettering, trimmed in green Tigers across their chest. The Lyman Eagles in their white uniforms tonight. They got Lyman across their chest with the blue numbers and letters. They have the diamond stripe on each side. It is led by number 2, Corey Condos, followed by number 3, Davon Shear. Number 4, Carter Bradshaw, name you're going to probably hear quite a bit tonight. He's followed by number 11, Ian Wyatt, and number 20, Caleb Smith. Tigers entering this game have scored 47 points per game. They allow 60 points per contest. They'll be looking for their third win of the season. The Lyman Eagles will be looking for win number 4 on the year. They score about 44 points per game. They give up roughly 48 points per contest, as the student section, I believe, has been moved. Normally it's by the Eagle bench, but I've noticed it's on the side we're on and to our right side. So Bodie Moffitt going to stand in the center circle. He's going to be matched up by Caleb Smith. Again, conference opener for the Tigers here on the County 10 Sports Network and KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM as well as YouTube. As the official blows his whistle, and We are going to get underway here. It's going to be controlled by the Eagles to start off as Bradshaw is going to give it off to Wyatt right away. And Bradshaw will get it center circle, set the offense. We'll go right side back to Wyatt. At the arc inside to Smith. We'll kick it out to Gondos. The Lyman Eagles just kind of swinging the basketball right now, taking their time for the right shot. Bradshaw, what a jump catch right there to avoid the backcourt violation. Bradshaw inside, turnover by the Eagles. First turnover of the ball game. The Tigers now will have the basketball as Washburn's going to try to take it himself. Kick out to John. Wide open three on the left corner will pay off, and the Tigers get on the board right away with a three-point shot. Makes it now 3-0 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. As the Lyman Eagles looking for their first point, second possession. Bradshaw on the left side to Wyatt. Matched up by 6B. Tigers looking like they're running zone here. Shear looks for Bradshaw. That's going to go out of bounds. It will stay with the Eagles here. Inbound to Condos to Smith now inside the box. He's going to miss the shot, recover his own rebound. And we'll try again as he muscles on Moffitt and we'll get the and one opportunity here. So put back by Caleb Smith is good. And we'll have free throws coming up. Smith on the season, shooting 62% from the line. Free throw is in and out, and it's going to be a foul on Lyman. So you'll notice Keaton Iron Eyes is normally one of the starters for the Tigers. He's actually out for the season now, and wishing him a speedy recovery. Here's the Tigers again. Again, up by one here after the miss and one opportunity. 6B inside to Washburn in the box, matched up by Smith as Washburn goes right side, gets it right back after Smith blocked it. Washburn again, outside the arc, now going to try to drive in. They'll put up a short little floater and it will miss, and rebound goes to Smith. Pressure by the Tigers, Lyman able to break that press. Inside to Shear, will kick it out to Wyatt, almost loses it at the half-court line. Pass to Bradshaw, right side, and goes out of bounds, and possession will stay with Lyman here. Barry Smith, the head coach for the Eagles in his second season. His first season, he got the Eagles to the championship game. His two-point shot is missed there by Smith, and the rebound will go to Washburn. Still 3-2 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. John looking to pass it off to Washburn, and that one's also going to be hit out of bounds as Smith has kind of had the upper hand so far in that matchup. Will be an interesting matchup on the inside. As Moffitt's going to come out, checking in is going to be Peyton Bell for the Tigers. John to inbound, will give it off to St. Clair. St. Clair going to kind of fade back on his shot and will miss it. Rebound will go to Smith. Gets his third rebound and a turnover by the Eagles. St. Clair in the box will be good. Noah St. Clair gets his first bucket of the ball game. Tigers bringing the pressure again. Steals the basketball as 6B, and 6B will get an and one. As we'll take a look at that replay brought to you by Myers Gambles. And 6B will get the and one opportunity here. First and one opportunity tonight, and something that Stu Rollins did mention, just getting to the free throw line a little bit more. His team lower end on attempts at the line as the N1 opportunity is going to be short. And Tigers looking to get another steal, can't do so. Smith inside to Condos will get the score. It's a three-point game, 7-4. On the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard as Bell will bring it up for the Tigers. Giving off to Washburn, hand off to 6B, matched up there by Bradshaw. Kick out St. Clair. Thought about a three, now drives in, will spin, get man to jump. Nice pass dish to Washburn for the two. Nice assist there that St. Clair could have taken himself, but did the unselfish thing and gave it off to Washburn. This will go out of bounds, stay with the Eagles. Man, what a pass there. Let's take a quick look at that replay as well for the Tigers. Just Saw Smith come in, knowing his impact early on as we're getting a substitution in for the Eagles. Coming in, number 24. I do not have a number 24 on my roster, so I will make sure to get that for you guys. Smith gets the inbound pass, will kick it out. Score pass that over inside, swatted out by Washburn. Another opportunity here for the Eagles, can't do so once again as Herdsman's also in the ball game for the Eagles, and Lyman has an empty possession after multiple opportunities, as that's going to be out of bounds for last touch there by Lyman. Aiden White was the last one to touch it. It's Kais Herdsman, who's number 24, is. Now we got a full roster for the Eagles. Bell with the basketball. We'll give it off to McFadden, who checks in for the Tigers for the first time. Spins inside the box, bounce pass to Washburn. Washburn going to try to drive in. That one's also going to be deflected by Smith, and Smith is having himself a pretty good game on the boards as far as blocking shots at the three. At the free throw line, give it off to Herdsman on the right side. Now we'll look for Smith again. Pass inside. That's going to be almost taken away by Washburn. Jump ball possession here will favor the Tigers, though. It's 9-4 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Possession to the Tigers here. McFadden will bring it up for Lyman. 3:50 to play here in quarter number one. Tigers again up 9-4 against Lyman here on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Talon Whalen also in for the Tigers. Here's a pass to 6B, left corner. Three will connect. And Parker 6B gets on the board for a three-pointer. He's got 5 in the ball game. Pressure by the Tigers. Lyman able to beat the press. As Bradshaw will give it off to Herdsman. And another turnover by Lyman. Tigers have no turnover. 6B with the 2, and that's good. Timeout taken by head coach Barry Hill. He's going to take a timeout. The Tigers getting some momentum early on. They lead 14-4 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here and want to start for the Tigers. You have 7 points from 6B, and everybody else has at least scored a bucket. Bennett Washburn with 2. Brooklyn John connected on a 3 early on in the ball game, as 6B could have possibly had an and one opportunity on that shot as well. He's got a couple of times to that right side, and it has paid off for him. So again, 10-point lead for the Tigers. As you'll notice, our scoreboard got flipped a little bit around as Lyman is the home team in this contest. Spixby already with 7 points. He averages about 8 points per game, so he's right at about his average. Again, timeout was taken by Lyman. They took their first. They'll be down to 4. Fouls so far, 2 for Lyman, 1 for Lander. Tigers will bring a little bit of pressure in a 1-2-2. Lyman has all 5 at least in the front court right now. Inbound will go to Herdsman. He'll bring it up for Lyman. Almost loses it. He'll recover it, though. Off to Wyatt now. Wyatt now the only scorer for Lyman has been Caleb Smith. As that's going to be out of bounds, and possession will go back to the Tigers. And right now it's the Tigers creating all the turnover opportunities for themselves. I have them for 0 turnovers in the contest. Under 3 to play here in quarter number 1. 14-4 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Bell will give it off to 6B. Pump fake 3 left side. Whalen back to McFadden. He'll drive in. Bounce pass it off to St. Clair as he'll lose it. Picked away from Herdsman. That's the first turnover for the Tigers, and it's going to result in no points as Herdsman tried to take it all the way himself, and we're going to get a foul on Lyman as 2 Eagles were there to try to rip the basketball away. Foul will go on Herdsman. That's his first. And Corey Cottis going to check back in for Lyman. Also checking in, number 12. Kevin Maxfield will check in for the Eagles. Now we'll give it off to St. Clair, 6 feet to the right side. Back to Bell, launches the three, high up top of the arc, and will connect. Peyton Bell with his first points of the night. It results in a three, almost a turnover by the Eagles. Inside to Maxfield. Yeah, he's going to be fouled and go to the line and shoot two. That'll be this the second foul by Lander. Whalen going to get credited for the foul on that one. First foul for Whalen, just the second for team-wise. Again, the 5-foul rule still in effect here. We've kind of emphasized that quite a bit here early on in the season. First free throw going to be off the mark. As Bennett Washburn going to check in for St. Clair, so Washburn got a quick rest and is back in. Lyman just looking to get something going here, looking to get their second score of the ball game, and second free throw will connect. And that's just the second score from Lyman. So it makes it now 17-5. John loses it. It's poked out by Maxfield. Turnover by the Tigers. Maxfield going to take it himself all the way and will get it in. And just like that, back to a 10-point game. And if you're Lander, you want to keep the hold of this lead. They've done it before against Worland. They just got to keep doing it more consistently. McFadden a little too hard on the floater attempt. We'll get the rebound, though. Whalen, three. It'll hit the left iron to the right side, and Bell will be the last one to touch it, and it's going to go to the Eagles. 1:39 to play here in quarter number one as Wyatt will get the inbound. It'll be up there by Washburn. Long pass and almost a turnover as Whalen knocked that one. Smith inside goes baseline. Touched there by Washburn, and I think Washburn going to be credited for the foul after the second attempt. And Caleb Smith having himself a pretty good first quarter, 4 points and 4 rebounds. Smith is already 0 of 1 from the free throw line, looking to get his first free throw to connect. Washburn did pick up the foul. Smith will connect on the first free throw of this trip. Avon Shear will check in now. He checks in for Cody Herdsman. So 2 Herdsmen for Lyman in this ball game. Second free throw on the way. And he'll hit the iron out, and Peyton Bell will get the rebound. As it will go to Whalen, and nice job effort there. Washburn hesitates, will take the shot, and it's good. He had about as wide open as you can get in basketball. And it makes it now 19-8. Wyatt loses it. Turnover by the Eagles again as John will lose it as he was trying to go a little too fast on that one. As you can see John a little bit frustrated with himself, and St. Clair is going to check in for Finn McFadden. Still Lyman basketball, though. Wyatt will get the inbound here, as you can hear Coach Smith from the top. Wyatt, right side, give it off to Maxfield. Back to Wyatt, top of the arc, swing it to Maxfield at the 3. Tigers running his own defense again. Here's the pass inside, looks for Smith, and will get the and one. Once again, it's Smith at the line for an and one opportunity. And Lyman will look to get points with 40.4 to go here. Smith has 5. He has 5 of the 10 points for Lyman, and he will get the free throw to go in. As Washburn will swing it to John from the left side. Back to Bell, matched up by Connors. He almost loses the basketball. Bell's trying to get it back. Nice job by Bell to do a little bit of a box out right there. Normally you do that on the shot. St. Clair, free throw line shot is going to be off the mark, and it's going to be last touch by Talon Whalen. as he was trying to kind of sneak in there. Bodie Moffitt is going to check in for the Tigers, as Moffitt will bring the press a little bit. 17 seconds to go. It's 19-11. I've been getting some scores as of late. Yes, here's a three. That's going to be off the mark. It's going to be Maxfield who gets the rebound, and Maxfield's going to fall off to the floor, and going to be Lyman basketball. Oh. For some reason, Lander was cheering, thinking it was on them. Smith is going to get the immediate inbound and will put it in for two. And that will be the end of the first quarter. And just like that, Lyman down by 10 has cut it to a 6-point game. We'll step aside, 60-second timeout after a word from our sponsors. This is Tiger Basketball right here on the County 10 Sports Network.
County 10 is your Fremont County news leader. We're everywhere. On the web, mobile, social, and on your radio dial, with all the news you need to feel connected. From sports to board meetings and community features, we work hard to bring you all the latest updates you care about. Visit us today at county10.com. County 10, community connected.
Make your home improvement projects a breeze with Sutherland's, your home improvement experts. Always the right products at the right price. For every project, every day. You can shop and pay online at Sutherlands.com, and we'll get it ready for easy in-store pickup. With the tools and the know-how, you can count on Sutherland's for any job. With over 30,000 items in stock, make your first stop at Sutherland's Home Improvement in Casper and Riverton.
Your home for Fremont County sports. We are KOBE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
End of the first quarter. Tigers lead by 6. Whalen going to take a three to start off, as the Tigers didn't have the basketball to start the quarter. It's going to be a missed three by Whalen. It ends up in the hands of Corey Condas. Right side for the Eagles. They'll kick it back out to Bradshaw. Top of the arc, inside pass to Smith. Wyatt, three, right side. Off the mark again, and that was kind of a chuck-up shot there by Davon Shear. It ends up in the hands of the Tigers. Washburn, St. Clair will drive in now, a little spin, put up a little fadeaway shot. It's going to be off the mark. Tigers will get the rebound. A six-piece shot off the mark as well again, and St. Clair going to try to fight for the rebound. It ends up in the hands of Wyatt. Back to the Eagles it goes. Down by 6 again. Tigers' biggest lead's been 13. It's been 10. Kick out Bradshaw, top of the arc, inside pass to Smith. That's kind of been their game plan. It feels like they'll go to Caleb Smith if they can, and then when they have a wide open three like that, try to take it. It's going to be off the mark though. St. Clair comes up with the rebound. Will bring it up, trying to take it coast to coast, and he'll be fouling and go to the line and shoot a pair. St. Clair will go to the line for the Tigers. This season, St. Clair has just taken 13 free throw attempts. He's just connected on 5 of them. Looking for the first points of the quarter. First free throw will be off the mark. We'll get one more free throw attempt here. Didn't show who they had the foul on. We'll have one more free throw, though, for St. Clair. It's front iron off the backboard and in. And the Tigers will reach the 20-point mark. As they'll push the pace. Smith was looking to get it there, and Washburn will end up with it. And Finn McFadden now will get things settled in. 6B comes right side, hand off to Whalen. Back out to McFadden. Drives in inside the box. Will pull it up just a little too much. It goes off the front iron. Washburn tries to put it in. That's no good. Gets the rebound again. Can't get it after a second attempt, and Lyman will come up with it. 2 attempts for Washburn. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with one. And we approach 2 minutes in the second quarter. DeWitt was looking for Bradshaw. Bradshaw somehow got it to the basket. Couldn't have control, though, and kind of just went a little crazy right there on that possession. And back to the Tigers. There's Washburn. He is standing wide open at the 3. He'll drive in, pull up a 2-point shot. It's going to be off the mark, though. Ends up in the hands of Bradshaw. And out of bounds, back to the Tigers. And noticing that, too. That's kind of the matchup I was kind of looking at. Caleb Smith and Bennett Washburn. And when Washburn goes to the top of the arc, he really doesn't get matched up there at the top. Smith looks to stay inside. McFadden. Crossover, drive in, back out to Whalen. Thought about a 3. Now to Washburn. Once again, Washburn wide open at the arc. Doesn't take the 3, though. Now 6B. He elected to do it himself. That will be off the mark. And back to the Eagles it goes. And Smith is already 10 points and 6 rebounds for the Eagles. There's a pass to Shear. Back out Bradshaw. Top of the arc. 3 is in. This is now a 4-point game. Like I said, the last 3 games, Lyman has won by a combined 16 points. McFadden to Washburn, pump fake, will put up the shot. Once again deflected by Smith, and then you're going to have a foul on the floor. Lyman will pick up the foul, and Shear will pick that up. He's got his second personal. This is the second team foul of the quarter. 4:45 to play. 6B will inbound. Bell stands up at the top. The other 3 will go low. Whalen to Bell. They're going to set this up for 6B. Matched up heavily there by Herdsman. Bell drives in, was looking for Washburn. That somehow ends up in the hands of St. Clair. Back out to Bell. Bell's 3 is going to be off the mark. And the Tigers kind of chucking up the 3s in this one. Herdsman will get it over, and there's a question by Larry Smith, and the official stopped it, and it's going to be Lyman basketball. I think he was questioning something on this side of the court. I'm not sure exactly, but we'll figure that out here later on. Herdsman will give it off to DeWitt inside now as we have a new player out there, Everett Lee. Long 3 from Hayden Jackson off the mark, and a fight for the basketball ends up in the hands of Talon Whalen. They'll push it up. St. Clair. Kick out Whalen, left side, swing it to Bell. Bell, top of the arc, 3 off the back iron, and no good. It ends up in the hands of DeWitt there. Lyman again is inching closer back into this ball game. Down by 4, and we're going to have out of bounds. Stays with, goes back to Lander. Unofficially, I have Lander for 3 turnovers. That's something head coach Stu Mullins really wanted to watch out for, limit the turnovers. St. Clair goes to the free throw line, now tries to back in, jump stop, pump fake. Now he'll pull up a little side shot, and that's going to be hitting good, and we're going to have a timeout taken by head coach Stu Mullins. He'll take his first timeout for the Tigers. It's a 30-second timeout. As big thanks to State Farm agent Justice Jacobs, your player of the game sponsor. He's located in Lander. He's a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics. At State Farm, they're there to protect your future. Call today at 332-2530 or stop by their main office in Lander on Main Street. Also, a big thanks to Northside Body Shop, a proud supporter of student athletes across Fremont County. Give Northside Body Shop a call today at 332-4991. Stop in at their shop on 2nd Street in Lander for all of your auto body needs. So Tigers able to get on the board there, courtesy of St. Clair. He's got 5 in the ball game. Right now the Tigers have 5 players who have scored. The Lyman Eagles have only had 3. Excuse me, I lied. There's somebody I'm missing on the Lyman stat sheet. For a moment, we'll get that fixed. Lyman basketball after the timeout. Tigers did score. figure out who that player who scored the 3 points was here in a second. Herdsman, long high pass inside, or 6B going to get it in the way of the other passing lane, and that was Bradshaw who has missing the 3-4. Out of bounds, stays with Lyman. Inbound pass to Wyatt. Give it off now to Jackson. Drives in, back out Wyatt. Swing inside to Smith. He'll go elbow shot and connect. And that is Smith's first points of the quarter. Bell over the timeline to Washburn. Handoff Whalen. They try to drive in here, and we're going to have the shot waved off, and we're going to get a foul on Lyman. Lyman's going to get Hayden Jackson on the foul. That'll be his first, team's third of the quarter. Bell will inbound on the baseline. Give it to Washburn. Little floater, and goes soft on that one, and will get the points. Makes it now 24-18. Back to a 6-point game. Wyatt will sidearm that to Herdsman. Now inside of DeWitt. He'll go underneath the basket and score. Now it's Washburn. He'll fall to the ground. Foul is going to be called. As Washburn kind of fell to the ground there, they're going to give Herdsman the foul. That'll be his second. As Bradshaw's going to come in to the ball game. Inbound pass for the Tigers. 6B inbound three will go in good. Parker 6B with 10 points. First points of the quarter. Back to a 7-point game, approaching 2 minutes to go. Wyatt over the timeline, goes left side, matched up by Bell. Will go to Herdsman. Bradshaw to DeWitt, back out Herdsman. Lyman's going to play the passing game until they find the right shot. Back out Herdsman, drives in, middle lane, put up a little floater off the back iron, and rebound will go to Washburn. He's got 4 rebounds in the ball game. Bell drives in, he'll put up a little floater, hits the back iron, that's going to be no good, gets the rebound. Bell will look for 6B. Bell's doing a good job getting some of these rebounds, getting high up there, and it's going to be a turnover by the Tigers after that. Herdsman slows the pace, under 90 seconds to play here in the first half. Wyatt long pass to Bradshaw to the left side. We'll try to zip it in there to Smith. One dribble back out Bradshaw. Bring it up to Herdsman, top of the arc. As basically every other pass is to Bradshaw. That goes out of bounds, and they'll go to the Tigers. And Lyman fans are saying differently. I might have to agree with them on that one, but as I always say, I'm up here, not down there for the officials. And a big shout out to them. Bell will beat the pressure from Wyatt. Give it off to Washburn. Hand off John. Drives in. He'll put up a little floaters. That goes in and out. Rebounded by Smith. And Smith is already 2 rebounds away from a double-double night. Smith right side. Lyman can hold for the final shot with 35 seconds to go if they elect to. Herdsman to Bradshaw. Couple of dribbles, cross-court pass at the Wyatt, looks for the inside pass and turnover by the Eagles, and 6B can slow it down, and now Tigers have 20 seconds. 6B looks for Bell. Oh, somehow Bell gets that, as that was off to his right. He was able to corral that, and Bell will bring it up, and we have 10 seconds to go. That gets poked out. Smith gets the steal, looks to drive in, matched up by Bell, and then it's going to be a foul on Lander. They got couple fouls to give here, and Bell will pick up his first foul. Lander's doing a good job with foul and defense today. 5.2 to play. Lyman basketball on the baseline. Wyatt, kick out, Bradshaw, clock starts, inside pass to Smith, as that's going to be deflected off of Talon Whalen, but he's going to get part of the arm, and Smith is going to go to the line again. Smith has gone to all but one of the free throw trips for the Eagles tonight. 12 points and 8 rebounds. First free throw off the iron to the left. Stays at a 7-point game. Again, girls will play at 7 o'clock for the nightcap as Smith will get it. And we have 1.2 to play. Eagles are going to bring the pressure as that goes to St. Clair. The shot's going to be waved off. Misses anyway, and just like that, we go to the halftime break here as the Tigers have a 7-point lead over Lyman, 27-20. We'll step aside for a timeout. When we come back, it is the halftime show brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. This is Tiger basketball right here on the County 10 Sports Network.
From your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, DuBois, and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
If you're looking for the best home cooking in Lander, look no further than Ma'am Ma's Kitchen. Our mouth-watering menu will have you coming back for more. From our famous Ma'am Ma's breakfast to our burgers, we got something for everyone. Our friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make us the perfect spot for a family meal or a night out with friends. Don't take our word for it. Check out our rave reviews. Call us today or visit our Facebook page to learn more.
I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors.
It is the halftime show. It's presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Whiteout wants to remind you that seatbelts do save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. Well, the Tigers have a 7-point lead in the going into the halftime as they would tie with Lyman in that second quarter with 8 points apiece. The Tigers would put 19 in the first quarter, held Lyman to 13 points. Lyman was getting something going late in that first quarter that made this a little bit closer than what you would think it would be like in the contest. Let's take a look at some of the team numbers to start. We'll take a break and then come back to the individual numbers in this one. The Tigers right now are 11 of 25 from the field unofficially, 4 of 8 from 3. They kind of really took a lot more threes in that second quarter than anticipated. They would go 1 of 3 from the free throw line. For the Eagles, they are 8 of 18 from the field. They did turn the ball over quite a bit, which is why they haven't taken as many shots as the Tigers. They're 1 of 3 from three-point land. They are 4 of 8 from the charity stripe, and that's pretty much been Caleb Smith at the free throw line for the Tigers. But that is some of the first half numbers. Turnovers are 9-5. Tigers have that lead at the moment. We'll step aside for another timeout. When we come back, we will have your individual numbers in the first half. This is Tiger basketball right here on the County 10 Sports Network.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Central Bank and Trust is a local bank that is focused on technology and convenience. We have a simpler online mortgage application process. You can use your computer or mobile device to to upload required documents and sign them online. We have a variety of personal and business banking services. Stop in or visit centralbanktrust.com. We live here. We work here.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? Because in real life, you don't get a second chance.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, as well as County10.com, the Tigers have a 27-20 lead at the halftime break. This is the Buckle Up for Life halftime show presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Let's take a look at the individual numbers. We'll start with Lyman. It's basically been the Caleb Smith show. He's been kind of a big contributor on all sides of the court, blocking quite a few shots in the contest. I have him for unofficially 13 points and 8 rebounds. He's had many opportunities at the charity stripe. He has had all but one trip to the charity stripe for the Eagles in this contest. It's followed by Maxfield with 3 points. Bradshaw's got a 3-point connection in the contest. Carter Bradshaw, to be exact, and Coulter DeWitt has 2 points in the ball game. For the Tigers, it is led by Parker Sixby with 10 points. Bennett Washburn's got 6. Noah St. Clair with 5. Brooklyn John with 3. Peyton Bell's got a 3-pointer as well in the ball game, and that is the numbers for the Tigers in this one. We'll step aside for another break. When we come back, take a look at some other scores from around the state as well as what LVHS athletics are up to, as this is Tiger basketball right here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
This is Maven, award-winning optics for the adventurous. From binoculars to spotting scopes, Maven has you covered. Be prepared for scouting, wildlife watching, or any outdoor adventure. As a proud sponsor of local high school sports, we wish all the Fremont County athletes the best of luck this season. Visit mavenbuild.com for more information and to order. Maven, discover something new.
Goddard
Your home for Fremont County sports. We are KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Halftime break, Tigers lead 27-20 over the Lyman Eagles. Tigers trying to snap a 3-game losing streak as well to the Lyman Eagles as well. Lander Athletics looking like this weekend, and we have some action tonight that features wrestling hosting Mountain View in a duel. And then, again, Lander is going to be wrestling at home pretty much today till Saturday. They'll have the invite tomorrow. Nordic skiing will be in Pinedale for a 2-day event. Swimming is going to be also home for the next 2 days, Friday and Saturdays. They'll host Cheyenne South for duels. They'll host the Bruce Gressley Invitational on Saturday. And for indoor track, they will head to Gillette on Saturday for the Campbell County Invite, as that's a look of the weekend athletics for LVHS. Basketball is going to be off until Tuesday. That is when the Keeper of the Gold is going to happen for Lander Valley Athletics, and that will be a joint broadcast with Riverton's Jared Anderson, the voice of Riverton Wolverines. Jared Anderson will have that coverage for you guys. We'll talk about more details after the girls' game. As again, if you're just tuning in and you're wondering why are the boys playing at 5 or at 6 o'clock at night, normally the girls would usually start things off and then it would be followed by the boys. But this go around, we'll talk about more during the girls' game about why that has been changed. But the girls are going to get the nightcap for it tonight, and I am all for it. Right now it is, and actually we'll have more information about that line. It's actually 27-21. I just realized on my stat sheet looking at it. Take a look at some scores from around the state before we go into our final break. One Fremont County team is in action tonight. That does feature Fort Washakie for Fremont County, as they will have, I did have them scheduled for the contest. If I can find them right there, then there we go. Fort Washakie is at Burlington tonight. It is a conference game for the Lady Eagles. Fremont County action tomorrow features the Riverton teams going to Rock Springs. Jared Anderson will have the call on 105.1 Jack FM as it starts at 5 o'clock. Riverton will be in action on Saturday. And for 2A lots of Fremont County action features Wyoming Indian at Kemmer, St. Stephen's at Big Piney. Wind River and Shoshone will battle it out starting at 5:30 tomorrow in Shoshone. And then DuBois will host Burlington while Fort Washakie travels to Riverside. Those are the girls' games, to be exact, for Fremont County. One more final timeout, 90 seconds to go. This is Tiger basketball. When we come back, second half, Tigers looking to keep their 6-point lead. This is Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
Justice Jacobs State Farm Insurance Agency, where friends go. Justice and his team are dedicated to helping you protect what's important. We offer a variety of insurance products and services to help you protect what's important to you. With customizable coverage plans, safe driving rewards, and discounts, Justice Jacobs can help you create a solution that's right for you. Go Tigers! Visit us at 990 Main Street in Lander or online at insuredwy.com.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud...
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, as well as county10.com. It is going to be the Tigers leading this one 27-21, as I did have my score off by 1 on our scoreboard. I did have it right on my stat sheet. It will be Lyman basketball to start the second half. We are underway. It ends up with a turnover for the Eagles, and then while they whistle, and it's going to go against the Tigers. And so just like that, back-to-back turnovers to start things off here for Lander Valley. Smith will now inbound it to Wyatt, who's heavily guarded there by John. Bradshaw, right side. Will pass inside to Smith. Smith's going to go from the elbow. Will miss the shot. Parker Sixby will come up with the rebound as Parker Sixby leads the scoring for the Tigers with 10. Washburn handoff to Whalen. He'll go right side. Now go to the baseline. Brooklyn John was just barely out of bounds and had the right idea. I think he had the reverse if he elected to take it, but stepped out of bounds while he had the basketball and goes to the Eagles. Almost getting called, could have got called for a foul right there, as here is Corey Condas for a three-point shot off the mark. It is going to be Shear with the rebound, and it's almost lost there by the Eagles as Carter Bradshaw will score and cut this game to a 4-point game. Washburn, John, jump stop, will look to put up a shot and had the right idea, looking for Washburn, kind of just a little off the mark on the pass, and Tigers will turn it over again. The Lady Tigers just getting to the high school. It's been a while since we called a Lady Tigers game. It was actually in December when we last called a game for them. Again, they were scheduled to play 2 games last week against Mountain View and Jackson on Friday and Saturday. Mountain View has been postponed to January 30th. Jackson most likely will not be made up here, as inside pass is going to be off the mark. And that's going to be Bennett Washburn with the rebound. Bell to Washburn, handoff now to Whalen. Inside the key, back out to St. Clair. There's the drive in. St. Clair will hand off to Washburn. Jump stop, put up a little floater for 2, and it's good. And I think Washburn's kind of found that spot that's worked for him so far today. Right at the end line for volleyball, as Lyman pushes the pace a little bit here, as Wyatt to Bradshaw, right side, back out to Wyatt. Pass it off to Bradshaw. It's kind of playing a little catch right now with the Eagles. Wyatt inside now to Smith, and that's going to be knocked out by Talon Whalen. And it stays with Lyman in a 29-23 ball game. Tigers 20-8 since 2006, according to MaxPreps.com. However, the Tigers have lost the last 3 games. Tigers looking for their first win against the Eagles since 2021. Smith drives in, count the bucket. And Smith will go to the free throw line, and it's just been the Caleb Smith show. He's got 15 of the 25 points. And possibly can make it 26, and 16 points for him. Smith is 2 rebounds away from a double-digit rebound game as the free throw off the mark. St. Clair will come up with the rebound. And St. Clair's going to kick it out. He's going to be fouled, though, as Eagles kind of were faked out as St. Clair trying to take it all the way. 5:36 to go here in the third quarter. First foul on Lyman. As that shot's going to be good. Bennett Washburn with the score. Makes it now 31-25. Here is Shear, and Lyman just will kick it out. A lot of passes with this Eagles team right now, as they always just kind of looking for that right shot at the right time. Wyatt to Bradshaw, looking to get to the inside and then back out to Smith. Smith's been their leading scorer with 15 points. He gets the pass. He will go to the right side and will make it. Smith with 17 points. 17-8 unofficially for him tonight. 6B matched up by Bradshaw. Give it off to Whalen. He'll stop and follow up a 3, and that will go in and good. Talon Whalen with his first score of the night. Makes this up to 7. Biggest lead for a while for the Tigers. Wyatt will kick it to the corner and back out to Bradshaw. As Wyatt will just bring it up to Smith. Smith kick out Bradshaw. Thought about a 3. Pass it inside now. Shear kick it out. Nice job by Bell defensively, as Bell thought it went out of bounds by Condos, and it stays with Lyman. Approaching the halfway point of this third quarter. Wyatt's going to inbound, and it's going to be taken away by 6B. 6B give it off to Bell. He'll go underhand and miss the shot. It was a good look, but a little too much on the shot, as Bradshaw will pick it up and goes out of bounds, stays with the Eagles. Heck of an attempt there by Bell, just a little too much on the shot. And the Tigers will bring a little bit of pressure here as Wyatt will get the inbound pass. Finn McFadden will check in for the Tigers on the next dead ball. Under 4 to play here in the third. 34-27. Tigers lead. Smith looks inside. Will pass it out, and that almost could have been a disaster for the Tigers as they had an open opportunity, and I think Whalen was just trying to dodge it any way possible. And out of bounds stays with the Tigers. McFadden's going to come in for St. Clair, and going to get another substitution here as we're going to see Herdsman come in. Hayden Jackson will check in for Lyman. 6B will inbound it from the sideline. Whalen will get the inbound. Approaching 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Here's 6B. Pull up three is going to be left short. Fight for the basketball ends up with Smith. And Smith now 1 rebound away from a double-double night. He could have a 20-point, 10-rebound night. He's only 3 points away from that 20-point mark. Herdsman goes inside. Washburn could have been called for a foul there. He'll fall for the pump fake, but the shot is off the mark, and then we're going to have a foul. It's going to go against Lyman. Foul is going to be assessed to Corey Condis. Bell now. The Tigers will play a little catch for the moment. Bell's going to drive in. He'll go left side. Pass off to Washburn. Nice pass there from Peyton Bell to Bennett Washburn. Washburn now with 12 points as he is the second Tiger with double-digit points tonight. Almost a turnover by the Eagles. Bradshaw tries to drive in, went behind the back, and then we're going to have a fight for the basketball. They are going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor the Tigers. And we're going to get a timeout. Timeout by Lyman. It's a 60-second timeout. We'll take one as well. Tigers do lead 36-27. We'll step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll finish up this 2-minute, 41-second third quarter. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Looking for an upgrade to your vehicle? Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Rhoda More. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4 or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion into Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach program. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, as well as County 10's YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Feel free to chime in on that chat. Let us know where you're watching from. McFadden in, kick out to Bell. He'll drive in, give it off to Whalen. Almost could have traveled with it. He'll go for a floater, and he's going to be getting contact by Lyman and go to the line and shoot two. Foul will go against Lyman. That'll be the team's third, and I believe they gave Corey Condis his third foul of the ball game. And at the line is Talon Whalen, as the first one will go in and good. Whalen with 4 points in the contest has gotten all of them in this third quarter. One more free throw here. Off the front iron and no good. And it's Herdsman who comes up with the rebound and will give it off to Jackson. Herdsman drives in, gets a lot of contact, but apparently it was all ball as Herdsman was looking for a call there. Washburn, give it off to Whalen. Can slow it down just a little bit as the ball was kind of almost out of control there. Madden to Washburn. Kick out 6B. Takes the 3. It's going to be off the mark. As it is Smith with the rebound. He does get his double-double night out of bounds. Stays with Lyman. And Smith is a 3-point away from a double-double or a 2010 night. 1:54 to play in the third quarter. Is inbound will go to Jackson. Jackson will come to the right side, give it off to Herdsman. Now to Smith, as Smith will give it back out to Jackson. He'll floater it in for 2, and that will be good. Jackson with his first points of the night. 6B, wide open late, faked the handoff, but couldn't get the rebound, and we're going to get a foul. And 6B would wish to have that one back. Parker 6B picks up his first foul. It is just the team's second. Herdsman will get the inbound. Now Jackson is, let's go back and forth until they can get it over the timeline. There's a 3 from DeWitt. Goes off the right iron and in the hands of Bell. As Bell has got himself a few rebounds in the ball game. Whalen drives in, kick out to McFadden. He'll drive in, pull up a little floater from 15, and that's off the mark. And back to Lyman it goes. Still a 8-point ball game here. 10-8 the score in the third. Well, Lander would lead that one. Under 50 to play now. Inside pass. Smith couldn't get the control. Jackson ends up with it. Back to Smith, and will try to play it up and in and couldn't do so. And Washburn ends up with it. Whalen to Washburn, top of the arc. Handoff 6B. Looks to drive in. Will switch hands to the right side and can't go in again. And a couple of missed opportunities there for the Tigers. Herdsman slips and ends up on the ground. He's trying to find a way to get rid of it, and Barry Smith is just going to elect to use a timeout in this one, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout. As, again, you're seeing the kind of some of the frustration from 6B, and again, he wishes to have it back, and Tigers are sitting down like it's a 60-second, but I believe it's a 30-second timeout as Lyman is standing up. Lander is on the floor, Lyman's on the floor and Lander's in their seats. Either way, timeout taken by Lyman. They're down to 2. Tigers have 4 timeouts with 14.4 seconds left to play. Again, girls game will start after the conclusion of this one. A 7 o'clock start. Again, Lander's only games this week. And then it's Pinedale and Riverton next week, the keeper of the gold game on Tuesday, starting at 6 o'clock for the girls, 7:30 for the boys. 9 seconds to play, and it's going to be a turnover by the Eagles. John going to try to take it for 2 seconds, rolls all around the iron off, and Wyatt's going to launch a full court shot and can't get it to go in, and just like that, the Tigers 8 minutes away from their first conference win of the season and looking to snap that 3-game losing streak to the Eagles. You're tuned in to Lander Valley Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Kane and Associates. CPAs is your go-to source for tax, financial, and business solutions. Our experienced professionals are trusted and know the numbers. We're dedicated to providing personalized attention to each of our clients. Whether you're an individual or a business, we're here to help with all your accounting needs. Let us do the math for you. Stop in or visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more.
Introducing WyoGlass, your local glass experts. From windows to showers, we've got you covered. We're proud to be a part of the Lander community and a local sports sponsor. We're dedicated to serving all of Fremont County, so you can trust us with your residential and commercial windows and doors, auto glass, shower doors, and garage doors. For quality service and local support, choose WyoGlass. Visit us at wyoglassoflander.com or on Main Street in Lander today.
Read all about the Fremont County Sports Weekend at county10.com.
37-29 your score entering the final 8 minutes. It is Lyman basketball to start the fourth quarter of play here. Tigers looking to snap a 3-game losing streak against the Eagles. They're again looking for their third win as Smith inside will get it and good. And you know this is a game that could easily come down to the wire. It's always been like that. Lyman has won their last 3 in a combined 16 points total. Whalen going to try to answer on the first score by Lyman. It's off the mark. Smith with the rebound. And back to Lyman it goes. 6-point game again. Lander bench getting into it. Some of the Lander fans as well. Kick out. Wyatt swing it to Bradshaw. He'll just stop, take a 3 off the mark. Condas with the rebound. And Lyman will get another possession. Shear back to Wyatt, swinging to Bradshaw inside to Smith. Back to Shear. Shear shot off the mark. And Noah St. Clair with the rebound. And they're going to try to get something going here. Fadeaway shot off the back iron and no good. And once again, it's Caleb Smith. 19 points in 13 rebounds. Bradshaw, right corner, back to Wyatt, top of the arc, and it's going to be in the lane, and we're going to get a foul on, is it on Lander? I think they're going to get St. Clair on the foul. And yeah, they are going to get Noah St. Clair on the foul. He used his arm to create some separation. Lander will pick up the first foul. Normally it's been Lyman who's been near that bonus, but it's been different here. And here we go, 6:30 to play, approaching 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. Wyatt, top of the arc, will swing it now to Condas. Back out Wyatt. They're going to play a little bit of catch right now. As Smith will give it back to Wyatt. Thought about a 3. He'll drive in. He'll pull up from the free throw line. Too much on that shot. It's going to be Maxfield, and he's going to be fouled. And he's going to go to the line, and I think Talon Whalen is in disbelief right now. And so to the line is Maxfield. He is the only other Eagle tonight to go to the free throw line. He was 1 of 2 in his first trip. And he'll make this first one on this trip. Down to 5. This to make it a 4-point game for Lander. They have led the entire time as the Tigers. Free throw. Up. Back and forth on the iron and good. And we're at a 4-point game. 37-33. Whalen will try to kind of use the frustration I think he has right now after that foul, as Lyman will pick up their first foul. That one's going to go against Maxfield. Tigers will get the basketball on the baseline. Whalen will inbound it. Looking, got to beat that 5-second, get it into 6B. 6B matched up by Bradshaw as the Eagles will run man-to-man. Here's a drive in from John. Bounce pass to Washburn and one! Take a look at that replay brought to you by Myers Gambles. Heck of a play here from John to Washburn. And a chance for an and one opportunity. Washburn with 14 points in the ball game. Bell's going to come in for 6B. As Washburn 14 points and 6 rebounds unofficially. They gave that foul to Corey Condas, and he is now 4 fouls. Is 1 away from being fouled out. He's going to go to the bench. Washburn will connect on the and one. 7-point game again. Tigers will bring pressure here. Smith crosses the logo. Give it off to Wyatt. Goes right side. Long pass to Bradshaw. Tigers have ran that zone quite a bit this game. I don't think they've even came out of the zone. Jackson to Wyatt. Top of the arc. Inside pass. Bell with the jump and the deflection. turnover to John. He'll go layup and one again. Tigers are getting some momentum. The camera a little too much. That's my apologies. Foul is going to go against Bradshaw. He's got 2. And a chance for John for a 3-point play here. That is John's second score of the night. He's got 5. Free throw is good. 4-7 from the line is the Tigers. It's a 10-point game again. It's been a while since the Tigers have been up by double digits. Jackson, long pass to Wyatt. Pump fake it. Back to Bradshaw. Approaching 5 minutes to play in this ball game. Both sides getting into it. 3 off the mark. Back to Whalen. Almost turned over there as John's going to bring it up court. John tries to drive in. Foul on the drive, and it's going to be on the floor. Lyman's going to pick up their 3rd team foul. And they'll just have 1 to give here. Aiden Wyatt will pick up the foul. Tigers have 2 fouls to give. Timeout taken by head coach Stu Moritz. He'll take a 30-second timeout. We will take one as well. This is Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Wyoming knows hard work. And at Fremont Chevrolet GMC, we know Wyoming. Here, things are just built to last. Over the last 8 decades, we've had one priority: to serve the people of Wyoming. We are dependable. We are your neighbor. We are Wyoming. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton today.
Tigers get the basketball on the baseline. They are up by 10. 6B. 3 is good, and momentum starting to build here for the Tigers. Up by 13. It's been the biggest lead in the ball game. Smith will give it off to Wyatt. Goes left side. Back out to Bradshaw. At the logo, now to Herdsman. Herdsman in the ball game for the Eagles. He checked in the timeout break. Tigers have 3 timeouts. Out of bounds. Stays with Lyman. 4:40 to play here. Lyman trying to effort a comeback and try to take a lead here. They've got it down as within 4 as of late. Inbound pass to Smith. Put up shot, no good. Rebound, attempt number 2. And he'll be fouled and go to the line. Caleb Smith, 19 points and 14 rebounds. Has a chance to get that 20-point mark tonight with this free throw attempt. Again, he's 1 of 2 Eagles from the line tonight. 6 of 11 is Lyman. First free throw will go in. Checking in for the first time, Dallin Bradshaw will check in for the first time. Maxfield will come out. And so now Lyman doesn't have a foul to give. Lander just has 1. Second free throw. It's off the mark. St. Clair with the rebound. He'll bring it up as Whalen gonna take a 3 here. Bell will come up with the rebound. Back to 6B alone at the top of the arc. Can't get it though. Whalen gonna fight for the basketball, and this is some aggressive basketball that I've seen. Lander and out of bounds. Stays with the Tigers. This is a good Tiger game. I'd say one of the best this season. So they're looking for their 3rd win. We got a foul. And that should put free throws up. This is the first time we're seeing that bonus in effect tonight as Peyton Bell will go to the free throw line. Aiden Wyatt will pick up his 2nd foul. Bell with 3 points in the contest. First trip to the free throw line tonight. First one will be off the mark. 2nd free throw on the way. Is that second one off the mark? It is Lyman who comes up with it. Bradshaw pushing the pace here. Approaching 4 minutes to go. Bradshaw, open three, is going to bounce off the iron a few times, and it ends up in the hands of Washburn. And we stay at a 12-point game. And we're going to get a blocking foul. And once again, it'll be Bell who goes to the line and shoots a pair. Again, Tigers have one to give if they get into that scenario. Right now, up by 12. As this has been a great fourth quarter. It's 9-5 the score. Bell will make the first free throw after missing both on the last trip. Substitution does come in. Davon Shear will check in. Again, don't forget, Lady Tigers are on after this one. We'll have that coverage for you guys on the radio side and the video side. Second free throw from Bell will get connected, and both free throws made. Timeout taken, 60 seconds. We'll take one as well. You're tuned in to Lander Valley Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Hobby and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Your home of Fremont County Sports. We are KOVE 1330 AM and 1077 FM, Lander.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 1077 FM, as it is Lyman basketball after the timeout. Shear wants to drive in, kick out now to Herdsman. Inside pass to Bradshaw. And we're going to get a foul on Bell, and just like that, that's the final. He has fouled to give, and Peyton Bell will pick up his second foul. And Lyman will have the basketball on the sideline. Inbound, and Bradshaw has it. Giving off to Herdsman. Inside pass to Smith. They'll drive it in. Bell pokes it out. Turnover by the Eagles as Bell will poke it away. Whalen will give it off to Bell. He'll cross the timeline with it to the right side. And now you're seeing Smith come out and match up with Washburn. Foul on Lyman. That will put Lander back to the line. This time it'll be Bennett Washburn. Tigers 6 of 11 from the charity stripe. As Washburn's first free throw, a little too much on that one as it hits the back iron and back out. We're still at 48-34, 3:11 to play in the fourth quarter. Final free throw. Too much again. Sixby fights for it as he'll fall on the ground with it, and he'll have the jump ball arrow favor the Tigers, and he's getting amped up. So you miss both, but you get the basketball back from the baseline, although the arrow does change to Lyman. Inbound Sixby. Give it off to Whalen. He'll go left side to St. Clair. Thought about a three, but he'll just bring it up back to Sixby. Matched up by Bradshaw. Whalen left side. We'll go to the right side now. St. Clair to Bell. And that'll slow things down. And if you're Lander, it might not be a bad idea, as we're going to get a foul, and St. Clair will go to the line. So foul will go against Davon Shear. He'll pick up his third foul. St. Clair at the line to shoot 2, and it's going to be for points 6 and 7. However, he misses the first. Substitution coming. As Coulter DeWitt checks in for Lyman. Coming out of the ball game is Everett Lee. Jim's starting to pack up for the final game tonight as Bell will poke it out. The Tigers will get the basketball back after a unsuccessful trip to the free throw line. Whalen, top of the arc. Approaching 2:30 to play as the handoff is to Bell. Bounce pass 6B. Now to Whalen, he'll drive in. Stop, kick out 6B. Little right side is going to be fouled, and it's going to be a offensive foul on the Tigers. That now puts Lyman in the bonus on the next foul. So we'll be inbound to the Eagles. DeWitt with to Smith, now to Bradshaw. We'll get to the top of the arc. Tigers back to that 2-3 zone. Here's a kick out, Bradshaw. Looks for Smith. Drives in, tries to muscle his way in, and there's the score from Smith. That has him at 22 points on the night. Tigers still lead, though, by 12. Bell, drive in, kick out Whalen. And I'll pass it off to St. Clair. Tigers trying to use a little bit of time here. That's what they like to do. We'll bring it around the arc now to Whalen. He's going to drive in and put up the score for 2. It's off the mark. As rebound does go to Shear. And trying to take it as Bradshaw can't do so. Rebound to Washburn. Once again, Tigers can pull a little bit of this clock away. Inside pass to Washburn. Back out Whalen. And Washburn could have had the shot if he elected to. Whalen's going to try to drive in. Jump stop at the baseline. Back out 6B. Back to Whalen. 70 seconds to play here as Tigers on their way for their third win of the season. As Bell will back up to the logo. There's a drive in. Pass it off to Washburn. Washburn going to kick it out to St. Clair. The Tigers just wasting as much clock as they can. St. Clair loses it for a moment. Back out to Bell. It's going to take as much time as they want here, and honestly could probably take it all the way to the buzzer if they wanted to. Still got to pass it off, though, with the defense by Lyman when they come up. Back to Whalen. He's going to spin on the right side, try to drive in, foul this time, and Whalen will go to the line and shoot 2. Whalen's got 4 points on the night. We appreciate everybody tuning in. First free throw from Whalen's going to hit the front iron and no good. We'll have one more free throw here for the Tigers. Nobody in there is for the Tigers as Whalen will connect on the next free throw. And approaching 20 seconds to go. Lyman going to pick up their first conference win of the season. Smith is going to launch a 3, and it's going to be a foul, I believe, on Lander. And at the line is Davon Shear. First free throw is going to go around the rim and out. Lyman going to drop to 0-2 in conference play to start their season. Second free throw will connect here. And with 10 seconds to go, it's going to wrap this one up as Whalen going to take a 3. And that is going to be it with 1 second to go. Floater is off the mark, and that will do it. Lander will get the win against the Lyman Eagles with a final of 49-36. We'll step aside for a timeout. When we come back, the quick Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show and right into the girls' game. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, as we're going to talk with head coach Stu Mullins real quick. And first off, Coach, I think the two things you were kind of worried about, turnovers and getting some scores, I mean, just big thing. The turnovers were way down tonight, and I think the aggressiveness, too, I think really shined tonight for you guys.
Yeah, for sure at times. You know, I thought we needed a little bit better intensity in the third quarter, but, you know, to hold anybody to 36 points, you know, is quite a feat, and that team has beaten some really good teams, and so hats off to our guys for, you know, taking what we've taught them the last 8 days and what we've emphasized and putting it to work tonight.
I feel like Lyman kind of had one idea. They wanted to pass quite a bit and go inside when possible, and I think most of the time, I mean, it was tough matching up with Caleb Smith, but most of the time, you guys were creating a lot more turnovers tonight as well.
Yeah. Caleb is a really good player, and no slight to him, but he's not Brad Shaw from last year, you know. So he's difficult to contain, but you know, they struggled with their zone. They don't shoot the ball very well, and so you know, I thought we played great defensively.
I was going to say, I don't think you guys went out of your zone at all the entire game, and I think that was why there were so many passes offensively for Lyman. Was that kind of something last year you did it quite a bit, and it's kind of showing back again? Is that kind of a game plan you're kind of going forward with?
These kids are so comfortable with it and understand it and have done it the last 2 years, and they're good in it, you know. And you know, we hold teams to a pretty low field goal percentage. You know, the points will come, and we took our lumps early, and so that number's a little inflated. But, you know, we feel like we can be a good defensive team.
How much confidence, especially with a win like this, a team that you've been so competitive with over the last couple of years, how big is it for this team?
That was great. It's so hard to win on this floor. Maybe we need to play at 5:30. I don't know, every single night. But it was good for us tonight. And yeah, you know, I've dreaded this place since I was at Riverton, and it's a tough place to play, and the boys, man, all credit to them, especially to finish it out in the fourth quarter.
How weird was it to play the first game? Because this is something, I mean, I got to ask this question because this is not normal. I mean, it's happened some places in different times, but for you guys, I've never seen this happen while I've been here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever done it, but I think it's cool. You know, I think it's an opportunity. We got two really good girls teams right here about ready to play and showcase them a little bit.
Perfect, Coach. I'll let you go talk to everybody else. I appreciate it, and congrats on the win.
Thanks.
We'll step aside and be back right after this.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM as we're going to get into our pregame show here, and we're going to actually get right into our interview with head coach Drew Powell. I want to make sure we get this full pregame interview in, so with that, we're going to give it to him right now.
Hey, Coach Drew Powell, the Lady Tigers. Coach, it's been a while since we last talked. You guys were in Rollins. Lady Tigers. Coach, it's been a while since we last talked. You guys were in Rollins when the boys were in Pinedale. Kind of recap Rollins a little bit. Good weekend for you guys, but a lot of things you guys can work on.
Yeah, it was a good weekend for us. Coming out 2-1 anywhere is a pretty darn good weekend. We had Buffalo down to 11 points in the last 4 minutes of the game, and we just couldn't quite generate enough offense to really go with them. But they're a really good team. They shoot the ball really well. And then we played Rollins on Saturday morning. Had a decent game against them, but, it just is one of those morning games where kind of like you need to wake up. And we finally did a little bit and put some baskets in. Played pretty good defense. And then we also played Worland. They were a tough team. They played a zone against us, and that's not our strongest point yet, but we got it figured out in the second half, and I think put up 29 in the second half.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time, but it's kind of this part of the year where a lot of things are going to change, game times, postponements, cancellations. As a coach, how did you kind of navigate last week knowing that you had 2 games scheduled and you ended up playing none of them?
I think it just really is moving forward. You can't really sit there and think about what could have been, but I know that we got the games rescheduled, and it really just came down to we had to come in, get in practice, and really compete with our girls that we have here. I know we're tired of playing each other, but we can make ourselves better every single day, and that's just kind of the approach.